So we're thrilled with the win. I don't think that we played well, particularly well. I give a lot of credit to Campbell and their defense. But I didn't feel great about this game. Sunday we did not have a very good day as a team. One of the first off days I think my team has had in practice in some time. And when you have an off day in practice, sometimes it doesn't bode well for your next game. And I thought we showed some character figuring out a way to win the game late in the game. So happy to get the win and happy to move forward and have a day off tomorrow for our guys.
It was pretty obvious down the stretch that Nation was cranking up. What gave you the confidence to draw that play up?
Well, because all we had to do was jump one time and we had a chance to win a game. So, he's got a lot of heart. He's not nearly ready in game fitness. I think he didn't have a great day on Sunday either. But this team has come to practice every day and gotten better. I think we've gotten a little bit better each week. Today wasn't a great day, but give Campbell a lot of credit. The way they defend is, Kevin is a terrific coach. He came from, being at Richmond with Chris Mooney for 10 years. And the way they play defensively is, it's hard, to kind of put the ball where you want to offensively. And then when you're on defense in man-to-man, they try and back cut. And on a one-day prep, we tried not to give up back cuts, but they did a great job getting some back cuts.
Andre said he told you to not take him out of the game. Did he talk you into keeping him in there?
Well, I certainly was going to put him back in for the last play, but with a minute to go, we were going to keep him in. I certainly think he can get out a minute, and he did that, and he made a nice play at the end.
Without Nation in the lineup, that play is a little more challenging. What's it been like having it back the last 2 games?
Yeah, well, it's certainly, athletically, he's he's our best athlete, and he helps us. I think on the defensive end a lot. I've said very often he's a terrific defender, and he's a very good passer. And when he gets in game shape, and I think he's a ways away from being in game shape. Then he's got to lift his game though, and he's got to be more fit. And I think our strength coach has done a great job trying to get him fit, but it's different, doing what you do with your strength coach and practicing with your team in game shape.
Did you feel like this game should have been as close as it was in the final?
Well, we thought we had a chance if we played well in the first 5 minutes in the second half. But I think we were physically tired. I mean, we had a tired group, and we have too many. We have our backcourt's playing too many minutes, and they played well, and they made really good plays, to keep the game close and to tie it up. So, I'm going to say to you that it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, whether or not you've played well for 40 minutes or not. If you need to come out with a win, and we did that. We'll get better. I think this is one of those games where you're going to have a few of these every year, and sometimes you'll lose them, and that may be the case for us going down the line. But at least for this night, we were good enough to pull it out.
Coach, can you talk about the last play? Is that the way you do that?
Yeah, I was grateful that we had enough time to get that play off. It was, it was kind of a cross screen against what looks like a 2-3 zone, and Ron made a great play. Jackson made a great screen against the 2-3, and Jhanni came across and screened his own. So it was really a screen high for Ron to get into the lane, and it was a screen low, to try and get Andre in the air. And Ron made a great pass, and Andre did what he can do.
Andre said the hardest thing about coming back has been earning the trust of the team and the coach back. Do you think there was any distrust with him?
Well, you know what? This is what I'll say about Andre. His team is eager to have him back. But he broke a trust with this group. And, I can tell you as a head coach, rightly or wrongly, I don't hold grudges. And I've said time and time again, my number one job as a college basketball coach at JMU or anywhere else is to try and teach life lessons and help these guys graduate college and figure out how to become a better person. And he and I are on this journey together, and hopefully we come out on the other side.
Paulie's only played 11 minutes tonight. He had kind of a rough game at Ohio State. How would you assess his play?
Well, I think he's inconsistent. I've said this time and time again, our front court needs to be consistent. They haven't been consistent, and Paulie's just ran around and fouled people. So he sat down, and Tom Adamovich went in and fouled people. He just went in and clubbed guys. And, it's one thing to be physical and tough. It's another thing to be, over-exuberant, be the word I would use. And both those guys swear they didn't touch anybody, but I'm glad we didn't hurt anybody with their fouls. That they were just silly fouls, they're offensive fouls, and they take opportunity away from us from winning a game. Last question.
Jhanni, another good performance from him. What are you seeing differently from him as a Warrior?
Well, I think Jhanni, is very invested in his own game, and every single day he is being consistent in practice. That was not the case a year ago, and I think that's the learning experience freshmen have from between your freshman and sophomore years. He's been very, very consistent, and it may not always show up in every game, but he's trying, and he's trying to help his team win, and he's a very unselfish guy, and he has gone through a journey of becoming a young guy, a young man, at a very rapid pace, and it's been really neat to watch him grow up. Thanks, guys.